Welcome to our next lesson. In our next lesson, we have angles of a quadrilateral. Angles of a quadrilateral. Now, here we have our objectives. These are things that we are going to achieve in this lesson. So, by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to use the property that the angle sum of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So down here we have a key term. We need to know the meaning of this key term as we are going to find it in this lesson. So we have quadrilateral. The question is what is a quadrilateral? So quadrilateral means all shapes that have four angles. For example, we have a square. A square has four angles or four corners. And then we have a rectangle. A rectangle has four angles. Trapezium has four angles. Parallelogram has four angles. And so rhombus has four angles. So all angles that have all shapes that have four angles are called quadrilaterals. Now, you have to take note that although the sides of individual angles can vary, but the sum of all angles is the same for any shape with four angles. This means that if we add all four angles in quadrilaterals, the answer will be the same. So they add up to 360 degrees. If we add all four angles, the answer will be 360 degrees. And opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So in parallelogram, we are going to find four angles, and these four angles, opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So when one angle is given, it means that the other angle, which is not given, will be the same size. The size will be the same of that angle which is given. Now, we have example 1. Example says, calculate the size of the unknown angle in this diagram. So let us look at the diagram. We have a trapezium. A trapezium has four angles. So the first one, we have angle 135 degrees. Another angle we have 50 degrees. And another angle is 70 degrees. And another angle is unknown, which is represented by letter L. So here our work is to find the size of this unknown angle represented by L. Now let us focus on the solution. Remember, the property says if we add all the angles in quadrilaterals, if we add all four angles in this trapezium, the answer is 360 degrees. So 135 degrees plus 50 degrees plus 70 degrees plus L is equal to 360 degrees. Why? Angles in a quadrilateral. So if we add 135 degrees, 50 degrees plus 70 degrees, the answer is 255 degrees. And then plus L is equal to 360 degrees. So here our work is to find the size of this angle L. That means we are going to move 255 degrees to the right hand side. So it will change the sign to become negative. So we'll subtract 255 degrees from 360 degrees to find the size of the unknown angle marked L, which is 105 degrees. Here we have example 2. Example says work out the size of the unknown angle in this diagram. Now here we have another diagram, but this one is different from the first one. If we can check the diagram, we see that the diagram is parallelogram, and the property says opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. And if we can also check, we'll see that there is no angle which is given inside the parallelogram. All angles are unknown. However, we have another angle outside the shape, or another angle outside the parallelogram. So that angle is exterior angle. We are going to use that angle to find the size of unknown angles inside the parallelogram. Remember, in our previous lessons, we learned that angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So we are going to use that property. Now let us focus on the solution. 125 degrees plus s. Have you seen where 125 degrees and s are? So if we add these angles, two angles, the answer is 180 degrees. Why? Angles on a straight line. Therefore, S is equal to 180 degrees minus 125 degrees, and the answer is 55 degrees. So 55 degrees is the size of angle S. Now, we know that S is equal to U. Have you seen S and U? Why? Opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. Remember that property. The opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So S is opposite to U, or U is opposite to S. It means that their sides are the same. So therefore, S is equal to 55 degrees and V is also 55 degrees. Now, S plus U plus V plus T is equal to 360 degrees. Why? Angles of a parallelogram. Okay, if we add these four angles in this parallelogram, the answer is 360 degrees. So we know that AC is 55 degrees and U is equal to 55 degrees plus V plus T is equal to 360 degrees. So if we add 55 and 55 degrees, the answer is 110 degrees. Plus V plus T, the answer is 360 degrees. Then we are going to move 110 degrees from left hand side to the right hand side, so it will become negative. So here we have V plus T is equal to 360 degrees minus 110 degrees. So the answer is 250 degrees. So this 250 degrees is the size of two angles, namely V and T. And let's see V and T. These angles are opposite to each other. V is opposite to T, or T is opposite to V. So the property says opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Therefore, V is equal to T. Now, this 250 degrees is the angle, or is the size of two angles. So for us to find the size of each angle, we are going to divide by 2. So 250 degrees divided by 2, the answer is 125 degrees. Therefore, V is equal to 125 degrees and T is equal to 125 degrees. So this is how we find, or we work out the size of unknown angles in these diagrams. So when you are not given angles inside the shape, use the given one. Use the angle which has been given, whether it is outside the shape or inside the shape, and apply different properties. Apply that that property which says angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees, or angles at a point add up to 360 degrees. Use those properties to find the size of unknown angles. So that is the end of the lesson. Thank you.